Diodenerd here, back with another tutorial on my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to film and then edit on a budget, very little money, green screen footage for your YouTube videos. You can use this for literally whatever you want. So I'm just going to turn this round for a second and I'm going to show you what I'm using as a green screen. Now what I've done is I've actually cut up an old bed sheet and basically just tacked it straight to the wall. Now this isn't a bad colour, it's not a great colour either. You know, you don't need to worry about all the wrinkles and whatnot. They don't really show up in the video at all. What's more important is that it's lit properly. Now as you can see, I've got my big 1000 watt halogens there, but I mean they're really cheap too. They're like, you know, 15 bucks, something like that. And what you want to make sure is that you don't get, you need as little shadow behind it as possible. Now you see there's quite a big shadow there. Now the other thing that you can do to reduce this is light this from behind. Now I've actually got this tacked over a doorway, believe it or not, which means that I can open it from the other side and light the back of it. So there's a little idea for you if you want to do it that way and you don't have some sort of frame to support it. So let's go ahead and shoot a little bit of footage and then we'll get to the editing process. Okay, so now we've shot that footage, we are going to go ahead and open up our editing software. Now we're going to be using Adobe After Effects here, CS3. It's an excellent program. It's a lot of the big film studios use it. Now you can actually green screen in Adobe Premiere Pro, but I find After Effects a lot more user intuitive. Okay, so now we've got Adobe After Effects open. What we're going to do is we're going to File, Import File, and there's going to be we're going to need two files here. We're going to need the original footage that we shot, and we're also going to need some background footage. So I've already selected this 3D spaceship flyby. Now you can use anything at all. I'm doing a sort of running thing. I know it probably doesn't suit what I've filmed, but hey, it's a tutorial, it's just for an example. So what we want to do here is we want to take this and drag this down onto New Composition. Now my composition settings aren't quite right, so I'm just going to pause this video and sort this out first before I do anything else. Okay, so I've just corrected that. What we're going to do now is we're going to just skip along to where we want to actually start green screening from. I think there's probably quite a good place. You know, you can see my whole body and, you know, it's not sticking out anywhere. So what we want to do here is, well, the first thing we want to do is we want to click on this tool, which is the pen tool, and from there we can just highlight this area around where I am, and then make sure you, when you're doing the last vector point, make sure you click it back to there. There we go. Now that is completely cut. It's just me now and the green screen. So what we can do is we can go back onto this tool and we can take this file, which is the 3D spaceship flyby. And what we want to do is we want to put this not here where that's on top. We want to put it underneath. Okay. So we put it underneath and then we can just drag this out to the correct size. Okay. So what we want to do now is click on our foreground layer. You can either do that just by clicking it itself or just click on that. I find that's a lot easier just to click there. Now once that's highlighted, we go up here to Effect, down to Keying, and then down to Key Light 1.2. I find this the most efficient keying program. Now this is it's a very simple process, but I'm going to take it kind of slowly so you can look over it if you need to. what you want to do is click on this pipette tool. Now you can see why it was so important that we don't get too many shadows on these on the area that we want to key. So we don't want to go too light, which is up here, too light, and too dark, which will be down here. I think a nice pipette there would be this sort of, it's in the middle, somewhere around the middle. So if we just click on that, and already you can see that's kind of working as it is. But it's still very, very rough around the edges. So what you want to do now is click on Final Result, this tab where it says Final Result, and go up to where it says Screen Matte. Now this will actually show you all the areas. Ideally this should all be black, and where you want to keep the image yourself, or whatever you're green screening, should be all white. So once we've got that there, what we can do is we can first of all put a little bit of pre-screen blur on it. I normally find around about 1 does the trick. Not too much, not too little. Then click on Screen Matte. Now what we want to do here is clip the black, so we bring the black up, and as you see I do this, it will actually go a lot blacker and start bringing out the white, just like this. So I mean that's pretty good there. Yeah. Then what you can do is actually clip the white just till it's on the threshold, just like so. Now click on Final Result, and there we go. That's a pretty decent and very easy way of doing a little bit of a green screen. Now what I'll do is I'll render this might take a little while, and then we'll show you the finished result. There you go, boys and girls of YouTube. Pretty easy little tutorial there on how to use an old bed sheet as a green screen. I hope you enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate when people leave feedback. And thanks for watching. Bye!